So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of just old. I'm just growing old. I'm like, hey, look, man, where's the message at, dude?
People over here think that hip hop started in Atlanta. And I
Mm.
don't mean like, Brooklyn kind of hip hop or anything. Like the cultures.
I didn't get a record deal.
They still got that.
which, which probably won't happen. But,
The good side is they've taken the hustle mentality and they grind and working hard. That's the good part. But what they're trying to promote isn't really. It's not.
Well, my mom's got a problem with hip hop today because she thinks that the people, that most of the young people who actually follow hip hop are not respecting themselves in the public.
You're right. Absolutely
And
right.
she believes that we should actually be more. We should be more prideful and dignified in terms of how we present ourselves, more respectful toward each other.
When I started listening to hip hop, I was buying hip hop when there was still vinyl. So I'm from,
That's a different era. I mean, when we talk about
some of the CGI
Public Enemy, X-Clan,
I've got Fear of a Black Panther on vinyl.
yeah. I mean, just to watch it make that transition from what it was, from its origins to what it is now. That's really been amazing to watch that, because I can remember when from Run DMC or LL Cool J, as commercial as they were, to what's happening today, it's almost an insult. I mean, although there's some good ones, but I don't think that in America, I don't think that they're doing their research. I don't think that they're reading, before they. Because let's face it, the more you read, the more you learn about the world, the more you have to rap about. And I don't think that. I think that the guys in America have become so linear. It's like, no, I don't want to talk about Malcolm X or Denmark Vesey or Gabriel Prosser.
They don't know who that is.
Right.
Station to see what
Yeah, sure.
Don't forget it.
I won't.
Exactly what time can we ship those, wherever, send our luck, check them in early.
Okay. Don't worry, Mom. We've got it. I think that the main thing is, they have to get back to a point where, you create music to uplift people. Not, me boasting about, how big my house or how big my car or how many women I screwed. Those things are irrelevant. When it first started, it was like, look, dude, people are being harmed on this part of the earth. And I need to make you guys aware of that. And that's from Public Enemy to X-Clan. And then the commercialization of it has created this watered the message of the thing down to the point where, okay, sure, you bring the corporations in and all of a sudden it becomes this multi-billion-dollar, cash cow. Come on, man. Jay-Z, as great as he might seem to the younger generation, would be a joke to Tupac and Biggie. Come on, man. Those of us know the history of it, or to Chuck D, if you really set him down and talk to him about, or somebody like KRS-One, and you talk to him about where hip hop should be. Today's guys would be like, man, come on, man. What are you doing, man?
You learn a lot in school and then you unlearn it with hip hop.
Right.
That's how it is today.
That's how it is today.
I heard a freestyle, right? There was a freestyle on a film I watched, a documentary about it. It was like pretty deep. And then at the end it cuts to the guy saying it's Joe Budden. And you're like, that's Joe Budden's freestyle. Have you heard Joe Budden's raps?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not, you just wouldn't, you cut to him, it's like Joe Budden.
But I think it's
He thinks like that, really? I mean,
Yeah, but now he's on Love and Hip Hop, so
But I think it's the money behind it all, because people like Oprah and all that, they have the money to do something and open buildings and stuff like that, but the second they do something for their people or for a community, it can get taken away from them.
no, that's because the money that they make is used to pay the overdraft.
That's true.
That's why they have to keep on doing what makes money, because to do it the way that you just said, that's an investment now.
Right.
And there's no immediate gratification in that.
But let's look at what's happening to happen to other segments of the music business, because now you figure with the popularity of hip hop. It's overshadowed R&B music. R&B music, you know, they have more appreciation for the DJ. The DJ is now a celebrity, you know, in the U.S. and I'm sure it's that same way here in Europe. Right? I mean, but Europe's taking it to another genre where you got the electronic digital music. You know, in America, it's like, okay, not only is a DJ a celebrity, we're gonna get rid of live music. You know, bass guitar player, you know, keyboardist or piano player, you know, a lead guitar player, really organic music, and with on American radio stations, what's left of them, they've completely killed R&B.
They've done it here as well.
They've done it because there's you know, the first thing is this is where it happens, right? You get rid of the bass guitar, you get rid of the drums. I'm talking about the live organic drums and the bongos and all the African instruments. We just killed the music. We killed the soul of the music. Right? Nobody's calling any of these guys on that, man. I mean, come on, man.
Money. I don't know.
I mean, money's great, but still, you know.
They're a real organic sounding.
But that's why they're doing it, because they're one of the few.
Who's that? Who's that?
The Roots.
Well, the Roots are sticking true to what they are really about, man. You know, they're playing the music. You know, you want to put your spirit and your soul into the music, you know. A sample can't do that for you. You know, I can sample you. I can sample some Roy Ayers or one of the other great artists, but it's not the same.
Kanye West changed the sample game completely. He just
took it someplace else.
You listen to it and you think that's really good. Who made that Kanye West? No, he didn't make it. He just
recorded it. All right. Well, but you know, I got to give credit. I've got to trace back the origins of hip hop. We were started on sampling, but it was sampling at that time with a message. I mean, because if you go back to the Sugar Hill Gang, the first supposedly quote unquote, you know, hip hop commercial song, they sampled Chic, the disco group, man. You know, so how you doing, man?